여러분 안녕하세요. 이번에 개막해서 한국에 와서 발표할 수 있는 기회를 얻어서 정말 기쁩니다. 이번 연구 주제가 모두의 관심을 받길 바랍니다. 여기까지 와서 제 발표를 들어주셔서 정말 감사드립니다. 감사합니다. Let's get back to the main topic. Although today's discussion involves cybersecurity, we'll focus on LLM and how they can help you detect code vulnerability and reduce the security risk. This is crucial because as a developer, it's not just about being able to develop. Ensuring security is equally important. If you can deliver secure code, it gives users peace of mind, and for any company, security is a vital component. And hi everyone, and you can call me Noflag. I'm currently working at a network company as a security researcher, focusing on research about security, vulnerability, and pen testing, and developing interesting applications by integrating LLM technology. And I really enjoy conducting research, and in the past, I have presented the interesting technology and security-related topics. And I discovered during my security research at multiple domestic and international conferences. I have also discovered the vulnerability on different platforms. And a large part of today's content will focus on the LLM, and cybersecurity won't be the main focus this time. And we have trained a model that can detect the vulnerability in the software development process. And ultimately, we hope to find ways to mitigate the impact of this security vulnerability. So before we start, and you can scan this QR code first. This is a project that I developed together with NLGDE. It's also what we will talk about in the following chapter today. And you can go to the GitHub to see the content of this project. And at the last chapter, I will show this QR code again. And perhaps most people did not pay much attention to secure source code detection. And some people were using some open source detection tool to help them detect a program code problem. And the company even has a dedicated security department to do something. And as we enter the AI era as developers, we should learn to using this tool to help you to affect your work or learn something. So LLM tool is a very powerful tool. And among the AI tool we are familiar with, but today main focus is Gemini. It can help us to do a lot of things and even speed up the efficiency of the work. I believe that there's many people in the things in the past have using such a large language model to do something. Whether it's a single chat or using the API for development and so on. And so we can know that the AI is a constantly evolving technology. And from here, we can see the Google effort in AI technology from the past to the present. At the same time, many people are using a different AI technology to develop more applications. And AI, the emergency of technology, can benefit many people. So I don't know why here, I'm not sure. It's also because artificial intelligence can provide a lot of functions. So we can do a lot of things through the LLM. And I believe that in the future, with the advancement of technology, can make the LLM to achieve more technology we cannot imagine. And since we are at PyCon, and we have to talk about the Python code vulnerability, and don't underestimate security issue, we all know that Python has a lot of packages, especially packages that has a lot of security issues. So when today we can use one language to do it, and for many things, so there will be a lot of security concern. Whether we are a researcher or a developer, we should pay attention to the impact of information security. And secure coding is a technology worth learning for everyone. So from a developer perspective, developing a program that focuses more on where the function can be completed. but some security issues may be ignored, such as the use of the unsafe function, unsafe storage of sensitive information, etc., resulting in many information security incidents have occurred. Software testing is a very important part of the software development lifecycle and aims to ensure that the deployed code meets high quality standard and is free error and logical problem. Imagine that you are an application developer and your job is to write code, but after development, the code needs to be submitted to tester for inspection. The role of tester is to ensure the quality of the code and then look for potential bugs, logical issues, and other conditions that may cause the application to not function properly. If tester find no bug in the code is considered deployable. And however, if error occurred, the tester report this issue back to the developer. And some people may think that today's program can run normally, or the company has a security department, and even security issue will not happen to me. Maybe some people have this mentality. It will lead to the possibility of information security issue occurring. And then must need to talk about black box to white box. And when we want to do the security testing on the program code, and we can use the detection method from black box to white box. And black box testing focuses on the external behavior, and white box testing delves into the internal structure. And source code analysis involves intimately the code to ensure software quality and security. OWASP Top 10 provides every very important indicator in information security to help security researchers evaluate security. From everyone to attend are the top 10 security risks ranked according to the statistics. The reason I bring this out is because it plays a significant role in helping everyone recognize whether the program has a vulnerability and assess the potential issue they present. In the field of cybersecurity, we place a great importance on this aspect. And before introducing the project we have developed, I need to first explain that when we train AI, we expose it to examples of unsafe code. In this session, I'll present a few simple examples to give everyone a basic understanding of what we mean by unsafe code. And first example is a very simple example, and in the Python using the above function to execute input from the user poses a serious security risk because it will execute any string as Python code. An attacker can enter the malicious code and the code will be executed directly in your program, which can lead to the serious security vulnerability. And the issue here is the classical example of a SQL injection vulnerability. The code directly concatenates the username input into the SQL query, which means an attacker could manipulate the input to execute the malicious SQL command. For instance, if someone passed a string like or E11 equal 1, the query would return the old user, potentially exporting sensitive data. And the code demonstrates a severe T-code deserialization vulnerability. The issue arises because the code is using Python P-code model to serialize and deserialize objects. But it's creating an exploit where deserialization of the malicious P-code file executes arbitrary code. And the problem with this code isn't immediately apparent, but it introduces a potential data integrity issue. The vulnerable class allows adding any type of data to the self-data list without validation. This means you could end up with a list containing mixed types of data, which could lead to the unexpected behavior or error in part of the application that processes this data. Now, well-known LLMs such as the OpenAI and Gemini can open it up for developers to use API for development. We can use that at a cheap price or even for free. This is a great benefit for many individual developers because today, if a company does not support you in secure source code testing, you may think that it's very expensive and time-consuming task. The importance of safety has been ignored. So we must make good use of the convenience that LLM brings us to reduce the safety risk. To create a generative AI application, the first step is to evaluate the different LLM models based on the task. You should test and validate the model, prompt, and configuration in the file to find the best fit. So depending on the complexity of the application, you might need to using the retrieval argument generation to refine the response or avoid an agent to interact with third-party systems. Deploying this in the production involves additional consideration and challenges. And fine-tuning means taking a pre-training model, like a language model, and further training is on your specific data to make it perform better on the particular task. And think of it like a teacher teaching a student who already know math, but now you have given them a special lesson to solve your kind of math problem. The same is true for LLM. And so if you want to call the GenAI API in the cloud to do fine-tune today, you will need to know this setting process. And here it's free, although there is a request limit, which is amount of data you can train. So if you have a lot of data that you want to train, you may need to purchase their service. And RAG stands for Retrieval Argument Generation. It's a method that combines two approaches: retrieving information from the database and generating tasks based on the information. And that instead of just generating answer from what you learned during training. Through the training, that is fighter. Remember that. And a RAG model first look at the relevant document or piece of information. And you can image like a search engine. And then use that information to create a more accurate and contextually relevant response. And this is especially useful for tasks that require up-to-date or specialized knowledge. And after we have introduced fighter and RAG, there are actually many ways to train a model. And you can choose to try the task and test each training method, or you can only choose the best training method to help you train a model. But each training method has a benefit, and not all training method must be chosen in every situation. In this project, we gave this speech. We use different training methods, and next I'll let you to see the different model performance. But we need to know that if we use this LLM API for development today, and where we are doing fighter or RAG, we will encounter security issue. So we need to cancel this security policy. For example, if we using this Gemini API here, the offshore can provide a strategy that allows you to turn off all security protection. Some people may have thought about why we need to remove this security setting, because the project we are doing today is related to program code vulnerability. And then the default, if we leave this security setting on, and we won't be training. And so if you want to cancel all security policy in your code, and you can highlight this. And here is our project flowchart. We have trained fighter and RAG successfully, and we will mention this response method generated by different technology in the following chapter. And the fighter part is, as mentioned before, we choose to call the CloudGen AI API to complete it, and RAG is deployed locally. We start by putting in the program code to be detached, and then do different processings. And here is no Python here. And the first step you need to, this demo is directly call the Gemini API to detect the vulnerability. And first step, you need to type a Python file. And as you see, and we want to check app.py is any security problem. And here, just need to wait some time because LLM need to respond your answer. And here you can get the answer is when LLM find your code have any vulnerability problem or any bug problem, and it will give you some recommendation. So we can see that it's completed. It's very, very completed. You can see the problem where at the code. And how to mitigate, how to solve your code problem. And LLM will give you this response. Very helpful. And let's see the next demo. And this demo is through Fighter. Fighter, you need to train that first. So depending on what training step, so you can see here we have been successfully training this model. So we need to wait some time. And here is a cancel the security policy. So we can successfully to training our model. So yeah, with the program. And here you can see it's set as the no fighter. And we also need to type the Python code we want to check. And so we type app.py. We want to check this code is any vulnerability or no or any bug in the code. So we can see that response. Not very a lot, just a little bit. It just tells you what problem and not tells you how to solve that. Very completed. So let's see why. Let's review this result. And using the Gemini for security testing, and you can get a lot of testing results, and even explain some percussion in detail. And you can get a very complete, helpful recommendation. But however, due to Fighter, the model has undergone some change, destroying the original appearance of some model. Its knowledge, ideal, etc., depending more on the data we thrown to the model for training. And the answer give our simpler than the original method without Fighter. So let's see the RAG. RAG method has a very different doing this RAG method. And in the spirit of experimentation, we have to give RAG a try. The approach here is a little different. Previously, we have to run the program through the IDE and enter the code file we want to detect. And now we can use the 3-minute, a more visual interface that is the convenience for user to operate. Let's take a look at the demo. And here, We can choose the Olama model we want to use or using other model, just depending on what you want to do. And here we need to initially put the training dataset into the program. So we give this the dataset. And this dataset, you can see we are talking about that unsafe code, and unsafe code is in this dataset. And we want to let the model to know what we want to do and how to detect a security problem. So we give this dataset. Yeah. Here we just take an example to this program. You can see we give a prompt, we give a Python code. The Python code have a not safety white. So let's to see the response through RAG. And here you will need to take some time to wait the RAG give you all answer. And if we have find the vulnerability in the code, it will give you some recommendation and tell you how to fix the problem. And here is very helpful also. And I think not only just through RAG, or you can choose fighter or not original model, every method have a different response. And I think that RAG can do more and more things, and you can improve this response, so it can give you a very helpful recommendation. And when you want to check your code have any vulnerability problem. So finally, we need to talk about why we need to do the security testing on the source code. We can never be certain when a security incident will occur, which is why it's crucial to do the deploy prospective measure in advance to safeguard your assets. Never assume that the current security measures are sufficient, as a security incident could happen at any time. And new attack technology emerges constantly, and making it it's impossible to guard against every cheat. And therefore, it's essential to establish appropriate prospective measures beforehand. So here you can see how to deal with the security incident better. If a very large number of attacks are encountered at the same time today, your company or you should develop an effective plan to mitigate the demand caused by the attack. It's recommended here to priority attack based on their risk level. This priority indicator what attack issue you should priority today. Please know that there's no absolute way to prevent attack from occurring, only to reduce the possibility of security risk occurring. And from high risk to low risk, and develop different treatment plan to deal with the information security incident. And security for software development lifecycle integrates security requirements from the start, ensuring a secure architecture, information with secure coding practice, and regular testing. A deployment includes through security measures. This approach guarantees robust application that safeguard user data and uphold the organization reputation. And thank you everyone for listening. I hope everyone get insight for this speech. And if you have any question, you can scan my QR code and to find my contact information. And you can also scan my partner Jimmy Liao LGD his contact information. So our GitHub, our project is open source. You can use that, you can contribution and everything. So if you have any question in this menu, you also can ask me anytime. So thank you everyone.